Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Really excited for today's video, actually for a few reasons. One, it's super local, which is awesome. I've definitely lately been trying to do more local reviews. And two, I'm using a microphone for the first time, not just my phone's microphone, but for the first time ever, using a proper microphone. So definitely, if you watch a lot of my reviews, let me know if you think the sound quality is better, the same, or worse. Definitely would love the feedback. And the microphone's courtesy of Matt from Massive Beer Reviews, so thank you so much, Matt, for setting it off. I really appreciate it. But the reason I'm most excited is because the net proceeds from this beer go to a really good cause. So it's Common Roots is the main brewer of this beer. Anjelic Presence, and it's the name, and it's an India Pale Ale. And they partnered up with a bunch of local breweries. Let's see, property of Whitman, Paradox, Northway, Rare Form, Artisanal, which is the glass I'm using, Unified Beer Works, Indian Ladder Farms, Bound by Fate, Bolton Landing, and Single Cut. And so they all got together to brew this beer. I bought this actually at Artisanal, so I assume all those breweries are also selling this beer. And again, the net proceeds go to the cause, which I'll talk about in a second. And I don't know if other breweries did this, but at least one brewery I know of didn't do a collaboration, but then did do a raffle to raise money for it, and that was Fidance who did. They raffle like different merchandise and stuff, which was cool. You buy spots, and then they did a raffle. So anyway, here's about the beer and the cause more specifically, more importantly, I should say. This collaboration New England style IPA was brewed to support our friend and coworker Angelica. And I do not know Angelica. I've not been to this brewery. I've never actually met anyone from the brewery, including Angelica. Angelica has been part of the Common Roots family since 2017 and was recently diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Brewers from around the capital region came together in solidarity to brew Anjelic Presence. 100% of net proceeds from the sale of this beer will be donated directly to help Angelica's fight against this horrible disease. Brewed with Citra Lupomax registered, Idaho 7 Lupomax registered, and Sabro Lupomax registered. I don't know what Lupomax is. As always, I don't look things up before I review them. I try to go in blind. So I do not know what Lupomax is. And it's all capitalized, the Lupomax. Notes of tangerine, resin, tropical fruit salad, and lychee. Artwork by Angelica. 6.5% ABV, 3 weeks old at time of review. And it's one of my favorite things. I've talked about this in Black is Beautiful beers when Other Half did the... but probably more specifically to what I'm about to say was the Other Half altogether. The beer scene is so cool. Like, yeah, it's capitalism. Yeah, it's competition. But you do see breweries working together for really cool causes, which is just so awesome, and just huge shout out to the collaboration. I love it. But hey, let's get into it. I was not able to clean this glass. It was cleaned since the last time I used it, but I didn't clean it right before I'm using it now. So I'm anticipating dirty glassware. Let's see. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Maybe I should stop cleaning glasses right before I use them because that looks totally fine. That's hazy lemonade. I said that in another review recently. I forget which beer, but that definitely is very yellow. Kiss of orange, but definitely it's mostly yellow. And it is. It's hazy lemonade. That's a beautiful looking beer. 2 fingers ahead, just under that actually. Barely off white, tiny bubbles, some bigger soapy ones forming on top, but underneath that top layer, compact, tight, tiny bubbles. That's just a beautiful looking beer. You can see aroma. Yeah, for me, it's definitely that orange tangerine. Kiss of tropical. Definitely mango is one of the tropical things. You could tell me something like a guava, and I would believe you as well. So it's definitely skewing sweeter, riper fruit, definitely in that tropical family, anchored by that orange citrus, without a doubt. Smells fantastic. Let's get into the glass. Cheers. Nice. So it drinks like an IPA. You get hit with that sweetness, then the bitterness kicks in. It's a little lighter on the palate. That's something like a double or triple, obviously. But again, for IPA, drinks like it should. 6.5%. Not that you should taste the alcohol or normally would. You don't taste the alcohol. When the bitterness kicks in, a little bit of dryness comes through. There, I get a little bit of lemon, so that citrus morphs somewhat, not overly, but definitely get more of a kiss of lemon. Then early in the sip, when I get more of that tangerine orange citrus, nice mouthfeel. It's definitely drinks like an IPA. I think I drink more double IPAs, so my mind goes there as what I should be comparing it to. So that's why right now I'm annoyingly saying like drinks like it should for a single IPA, because typically I drink more double IPAs. That initial hit of the sweet tropical fruits, I get that. I see what they're saying with the lychee. I don't disagree. That guava thing I mentioned, aroma, I could see that as well. It is pretty generic. I can tell you things. It's not pineapple-y, for example, right? If you're having Sabro, I don't get that big coconut thing I usually do. But yeah, so it's definitely tropical. And then when that bitterness, dryness kicks in, on its way to adding that lemon note I was talking about before, that orange juice switches, it transitions to orange zest, which really makes it a nice transition. It's not like jarring or something. Like it's not like you're experiencing one thing then you hit a wall. It helps kind of connect, and it makes the beer, pun intended, not really, flow very well, which is cool. The aftertaste, especially as I'm still talking right now, so it's been a while since I've had a sip, you do get that dry lemon rind, lemon peel thing, right? In a very refreshing way, which is cool. Like with these beers where it's, charity minded, you want to give, you want to, accentuate the kindness of it, obviously, which is the most important thing. This also happens to be a nice beer. Like, it's a hot day out, so I'm going to finish this sitting outside, and like this is like the perfect beer. It's light, it's refreshing, it's crisp, which I did not mention. Nice crispness to it. It's scratching the itch that I wanted, the juiciness, but also I like beer, so it has that bitterness and then that dryness too. So again, like you're experiencing multiple things. It's cohesive. You're there for the ride, although there are not ups and downs, because that makes it sound like there's positives and negatives, but like although there are differences, it's still drinks like, again, a cohesive experience. But yeah, no, I like this. I'm glad I like this. That's awesome. And again, just a great cause. So stoked that a bunch of local breweries got together to help someone out. That's amazing. That's what makes me excited about the beer community. And conversations, just like they got together, which is cool. And I love beer conversations. So besides the coolness of this coming together, let's come together. Put a comment in the comment section below about anything. Let's just get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, flub a bunch of words in a beer review. Cheers.